The 4 periods of superintendent growth that you must master. I am so excited for this video because there really are 4 different periods and specific things that we do along the way that I want to share with you right now that will be absolutely amazing for your career. So I'm going to cover those 4 different periods and how you can leverage each one, and then also mention resources that you can go grab right away in any of those periods. And I might do a little bit of shout outs for the training and resources that we have so you can check them out for yourself. So if you're into that, stay with us on this video. Okay, so I'm super stoked about this. When you are coming up to the field, there are different phases. Usually, oh my gosh, this is so good. Usually it goes position, 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 but really in any of those positions, there is this horizontal, like different phases that you go through. And one of the first ones here that I want to talk about is learning. And I'm going to describe it like this. You probably came from being a surveyor or a field engineer, or you are coming from the college or another trade or wherever it is. I love all of this, actually. I care about you, but I don't really care where you came from. What I care though for you is that before you go into the next stage of mastery, so I'm just going to go ahead and write that up right now. You really need to get the opportunities here. So this is selfish time. You really want to put all the tools in your tool belt. Now, I'm not going to be too strict with this, but I am going to give you my opinion. Obviously, you're here, so you're like, hey, what's J Money's opinion? But I really like to see folks come through here and go through one of 2 paths. The carpenter position or the field engineer position. And I really, personally, I like the field engineer position, but both of these can work if you are doing these key things. If you are able to do drawings, and specifically lift drawings, to learn how to do drafting, detailing, and read construction drawings, right? If you're doing survey and layout, that allows you to have a perspective that aligns with a coordinate geometry system, and it gives you spatial awareness. And if you're able to go out and do frontline QC and safety on the job site with the people, boots on the ground, and connect with the craft. Now this right here is crucial. And if there are other paths over here, don't let me offend you. Obviously I only know my world, right? So if you have another one that complies with these, that's great. But check this out. Field engineer, you're doing lift drawings, which means you're reading contract drawings and creating lift drawings. You are using a total station, your tape measure, you're turning 90s, you're shooting distances, you understand a coordinate geometry system. You are literally from these drawings going out and QCing work. You know quality, right? You are making sure that safety is implemented front line. And then you are actually working with the people, boots on the ground. This is where you learn to really respect and connect with them. That will shape the rest of your career, okay? If you're doing this as a carpenter, there's a way to get that same skill, to do the same kind of layout, to do the same QC, same safety, and obviously you're in the field with your crew as well. And so I want you to get this builder experience, okay? But I want to say that this is your time before mastery to go check the boxes. Do you know the project management terms and skills? Hopefully, yes. Did you learn planning and scheduling? Hopefully, yes. Did you get your safety basics? Hopefully, yes. Did you learn the QC process? Hopefully, yes, right? You're going through here and you're getting what you need, checkbox by checkbox, as you go. Now, can you go into mastery and really learn as you go? Yes. Let me say this. The key here in mastery is action. I remember a great quote by Tony Robbins. I don't know if it's from Tony Robbins, but I heard it from him live in a seminar, that knowledge is not power, knowledge and action is power. So I'm asking you to implement. Now, this is going to be super messy. I'm not judging you, and I hope nobody else is judging you by how perfect everything is, but we do want to take these skills and say, hey, I've put it into action. Okay, so I've learned planning and scheduling, I've planned a job. I have learned the quality process, now I have run the meetings and run a job with it. And I could just go through these one by one, but that's what we're looking for in the mastery phase. We're looking for action and implementation. And I just want to comfort you just a little bit. Is it going to be messy? Yep. Are you going to fail at a couple of things? Yep. Is it going to be frustrating? Yep, all of those things. I want you to know there's no superintendent, project manager, lean professional, anyone, anywhere in the world that has done well right out of the gate. They are simply farther along and failing forward, and that's what I'm inviting you to do as well. Now, when you go from mastery, you head into a leading phase, and that leading phase is kind of like the learn, teach, learn method, right? So you've learned and implemented. This is really where you are teaching. Now, let's say that you oversaw a job site. You may be, and I'm hoping that you get this opportunity, you may now be in a situation where you oversee other folks that now have the direct oversight for the project. And I love this quote and this saying that I heard from Gino Wickman's work, especially the book Traction and the Entrepreneurial Operating System. He says, you're really not a leader until a leader you've trained has created a leader. I know that's a little bit hard to follow, but what he's saying is you are teaching, mentoring, and leading, and this person is doing so well that they have then created a leader, and now they are able to lead work. That means it's scaling. Your influence is scaling. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Not only are you implementing yourself, but you are leading others to help them implement as well, using the Jocko Willink approach, the echelon front extreme ownership approach of, build the team, simplify the mission. So anything that you are doing, make sure that it's very clear, prioritize, and then decentralize command. So I'm going to put DC for decentralized command, meaning that instead of the command being here, you are giving other people, or they are taking the ability to lead and move forward, and they actually go create the plan, and then you review it, and then you support them so that everybody's bought in. So I'm not talking about force everybody, I'm talking about let them create the plan and elevate everybody. So that's really cool. The last one that I really want to talk about is legacy. So you'll go from a leading to legacy mode. There's nothing wrong with wanting to build projects. Let me just tell you a quick story. My dad was a ready mix driver. Concrete comes in a big truck, if you don't know, with a barrel on the back, and it's delivered to the project site either from the front or the back through a chute. My dad was a ready mix driver his whole life. And somebody could say he was only a driver, a truck driver. But he was always an A driver, always top notch, always at the top of his game. Whether you're running jobs, but you're doing it more and more excellently, I guess is how we would say it, like becoming the Paul Akers of whatever you do, or you're going to do something else. I'm asking you, what do you want to leave? And actually, this is the question. Leave better. Some superintendents are like, I want to develop a training program. I really want to set up a really nice situation for my family. I want to write a book. What is the I want to? Now, let me explain why this is so crucial here. You are going to go through a phase, and I'm going to talk to you about this, where this right here is exciting. This is really cool stuff. Then you're going to go into a little bit of stagnation, okay? You're going to see the problems in the industry with CPM scheduling, disrespect for people, not allowing enough time in pre-con, and you're going to get frustrated. And in this point here, you're going to have to find your energy and snap out of it and really decide, you know what, I'm not happy with the status quo. I'm not just going to do this over and over and over. So you're going to go into this, I'm going to call it expansion, right? And you might have a bit of a midlife crisis here, which I'm going to say is fine. And then you're going to find your passion, and that's where you're able to go ahead and live your legacy. And I've seen it with every single builder. So when you get here, please don't get demoralized here. Please just know that you're like a crab. Your shell has hardened. You got to break open that shell, crawl out of it, and grow into something better. And is it going to be frustrating? Yes. Is it going to be confusing? Yes. But frustration usually means that you're about to have a breakthrough if you keep going. So these are the different phases. I'm going to put this into a little bit of a blog post for you so that you can ask yourself, where are you? And what things do you want to go avail yourself of? And real quick, I do want to say that there are some neat fundamental books over here, but really I recommend becoming a field engineer and reading the book Construction Surveying and Layout. Mastery, right here, there are some great books in the industry, but we have written Elevating Construction Superintendents and Elevating Construction Senior Superintendents. By the time this video comes out, we'll be months away from releasing Elevating Construction General Superintendents, and we have 3 other books in this phase, which are Elevating Pre-Construction Planning, TACT Planning, and TACT Steering and Control. So if you want help, let us know. I'm always available for you to talk to if you want help. We have boards, resources, guides. Reach out to me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. On we go.